Previously on the stock market, this is what happened since the last time we spoke. We went down some more and we recovered this last recent week. So I got a lot to talk about, got some updates, and 3 of our 5 positions triggered. The price hit and we got into those prices. So before we get started, go ahead and hit the intro, man.
We are controlling the future.
It's your boy Pre, man. We tuning in another episode of Full Court Invest, and we finna get to it, man. So as you see, the market has rebounded already. It goes quick. I'm sorry I didn't have a weekly video, but of last week, but I'm gonna try to do better on that. But anyways, let's get straight to our portfolio. And again, if you don't know what this portfolio is about, please check out this video so you can see. It's going to be up on the top of the screen. It's going to be kind of go over what we are doing in this kind of experiment. So let's first of all, let's put up our game plan. Our game plan for our game plan for our experiment, for our salary cap, and for our team. We start off with 2,500. 2,000 is towards stocks, and 500 is towards invest our different swing plays that we see. So right now we did fill three positions out of 5 that hit our price targets to enter. Right. So the ones that didn't get there, too bad, too sad. Maybe we can make something happen where we can get half of our positions based off what's going on currently. So we did get into TLT. I think the price target was 90, so we did that one right away. We started this portfolio on the 26th. Was the first time I bought. Just in the 1026, not 926. But anyways, yeah. So we got that. And then we have the SMH that didn't get filled, didn't get to 135. It came close, but it didn't get there. And 151, it came close to that. But we did get into healthcare, XLV. So let's get into that. So let's look at the charts, man. Let's get to the charts. All right. So let's look at our current portfolio and our gains so far. So TLT is down. That's the one we got first off. It is down 11%. I mean, not 11%, but $2. I mean, $11.25 and 2.5%. However, on our XLV is already up 2.77%. And we are up on SPLG 2.22. Our overall increase right now is pretty much flat. We have $1. And again, remember, we're not doing this based off of the full 10,000. We're going based off this, this right here. So we're going to base our performances about 2,000 because all we're going to spend. And as time go on, we're going to act like we are adding $100 per 2 weeks or per $200 per month. So it haven't been a month yet, so I'm not going to add that to there. So that's where we at right now, percentage wise. So cool. So as you can see, we making money in some cases, and right now TLT is down, but I think this is going to recover. But let's look at the charts and see what happened. Okay, so let's start with TLT. Let's go ahead and put a time when we got it. So we got it on the 26th, was it? I guess it was the 26th. Maybe here. Let's just say here. Okay. No update. Entry. Right. And remember, TLT is our defense, so we're not really looking to gain, but that's pretty much our defense. Okay, so it's down 2.5%. we got it at $89.88. But since we have five, that makes our total to $11.25. So that's how much we're down. Okay. Again, that's all part of our plan. We said we was gonna get five, so we got five. Okay, so we want to get about $500 worth. So to get about $500, we got five shares. Okay. Right now, I can see this is our entry price. That's where we got in at. I'm gonna take this off, and I'll make this different like dashes. Let's see. Okay, so that's our entry price. So once we get above that, we'll be making money, right? So what I see here um, is what's called a double bottom. It's basically like a W. So you see like this W right here, it's called a double bottom. And it's usually like a reversal. That means the trend is changing. So if this continue to change, that'll be good for our position, right? So that would be the projection will be around 95. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's looking good. Again, we long-term investors, but we kind of see things are getting some kind of structure or base right here. So it's looking pretty good. But I really want to start with XPLG. Okay, let's put this back on here. Now these are the same things that we drew last time. So remember when we was talking, the last time we spoke, we were, and let's do it. We was here on this calendar right here. Okay, and what I said was I said this candle right here is engulfing and it's getting this, and it usually mean a continuation. So expect more pain, right? And I said it, and we talked about these rails right here. That every time you hit this rail, you expect to go here. When you hit this rail, it goes here. Okay. So fast forward to now. Now we are the opposite. So now we got that candle with a lot of volume, but then we had a response. Okay, so this response is engulfing this. Now this volume's not as high as this, so that's a little bit of red flag. Just something to think about. But this is a big engulfing, and is engulfing both of these candles actually. So that's really bullish. So potentially this could be a changing of the trend. And even if you even look at it, the trend is already kind of changing because we just made a lower low and we just made a higher high. This was the last high. Okay, so the next thing we could do is make a lower low and higher high. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. Either it's going to break through here, and let's fix our railings a little bit. So I just want to get everything to touch. Boom. So let's make this a little better. Boom. I like this railing better. Okay, so we're gonna delete this because we have to copy. Click on it, copy exactly what we doing, right? So it have to be in that symmetrical, right? So now every time it touches here, it goes down. Now it could go down, we don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna get into my projections, what I think it could do, and the different options that it has to do, and we'll go from there. But this is a day, lads. Again, we've been on the uptrend, but I kind of see on this chart that is the volume hasn't been going up, and we have a lot of gaps. Okay. Again, our entry price was $50, so I'm gonna put this. We got in here. Okay, so we are making money on this position, right? Again, this is a hypothetical. Um, this is a hypothetical test, and this is how we are doing our portfolio. So we can have live examples of a portfolio. So this was our entry on this one. And if you don't like the candles, we came up under there and then we went back up. Okay, so this is our entry. Okay, so the next one is XLV. We got an entry on XLV. We got XLV right here. Beautiful. Like, this is beautiful. Again, we talked about this 2 weeks ago. We talked about this level. We talked about this level on this week. And it came down, touch our level. and then I'll kind of do like a little bounce. Now let's see if it continues. Now for XLV, it don't have an engulfing like the SPY, so it should be interesting to see what happens with this one. But it still have a very um, strong momentum here. And then we have SMH. Okay, let me clear this out. Yeah, we have XMH here. So our price target was 135. It came cents away. Maybe I should have wanted to pull the trigger for 136. But it went to 136.22, but it didn't hit our trigger. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix these railings. We want these railings to hit everything as much as it can. So we'll put it on here on a weekly. And it's looking very strong. Okay. So that's good enough. It don't have to be perfect. As you can see, it's kind of touching his head out of it a little bit, right? And trend lines are subjective. So like you might see a trend line that I don't see. That don't make it right or wrong. It's whatever you think or what you see. I mean, it's like it's art, you know? So maybe your points are different, but as long as just points, that's what really matters, right? So again, we expect it to hit here. We expect to come down here. Now it could reverse. It could reverse and start to go back in the uptrend. Okay. Okay. Same thing with XLK. Our box was down here at 150, but we didn't quite get the 150, right? So we got around 160 actually. So it didn't even get nowhere near XLK. 151 was our price target. It haven't gotten there yet. And it's also making it like a double bottom. Okay, let's look on the weekly. It's engulfing this, so it's looking very strong. It just made a higher high. You can expect some kind of lower low and then a higher high. So things are getting recovering already. Things you need to know is that indicator. So yeah, so we are going to wait on our prices. It didn't get there, so that's part of it. Sometimes your prices don't get hit. Okay, so our next level for XLV, and if it continue to go down, the next level we want to buy at will be around 119. So I'm gonna put here as I'm gonna say 120.50, and I'm gonna put this as target. Second target. Okay. And as we continue to grow our accounts and continue to add on to our account, we can potentially buy more of XLV. Okay. Okay. So let's kind of talk about what's to come. So I'm gonna base everything off the SPY. And again, the SPY represents the market. So I'm gonna draw my guardrails here. Big guardrails. Let's see how they look on a daily. So I want to touch this point, and I'm gonna touch this one. Let's not make it so thick. Okay, so I'm gonna clone it. Okay, that. Okay, so let's look at like I said, usually on a SPY it do have volume, so you should see this next candle should be green, or you might see a doji or something. Okay, so just by this candle structure right here alone, and we add support too. Okay, so support is usually where like buyers are waiting to buy when they get to a certain price. People are waiting to buy at that price. Okay, so this is support. It is bouncing off of that, and I think we can get a year-end rally, probably until the yield invert and uninvert. I meant, and then this is a thesis. This is my just thesis. I'm just spitballing. So those prices could be hit, and those prices that we haven't got in yet are the prices, even the prices we got in that could be lower. Okay, at a later date, but we're just going to wait on those prices to come to us. Okay, so and not worry about this rally. So if it rally, cool, but we still gonna stay focused on our plan. Okay, so what I see the market possibly doing, and I'm gonna give all the scenarios. It's gonna do one of these things. Okay. All right, so I'm looking forward to either pull back here, come touch this 200 moving average again. Here go the bullish scenarios. Do that, and then come up and go to some level, right? That's why I think that's option one. Or we prepared to for it to do something like continue to blast off, come here, and then go like this, and then go like that. Okay. Or the other bullish option is it can do something like this where it just stay up in here and then just blast off. All right. Those are the bullish options that I'm looking for. So if you looking like if you're a trader and you're watching something like that, you will want to get in now because it already did a stream move. So you waiting on some kind of either pullback, retracement, or a consolidation, or even if it do go and it come back and retest this W right here, which is a double bottom. So that's what I can see. On the other hand, on the bearish side, we can just eventually just go like this, right? And continue our pattern lower, you know? So that's what I can see happening. So those are things I'm looking for. Or if it go like this, if it go like this, and then just boom, then go down, you know, whatever the case might be, right? All right, so that's kind of what I'm looking at, and really that's pretty much it. I do want to kind of go over the narrative too. I think the narrative right now is I'm gonna go to let's talk about the rates, the inverted yield. So we are getting close to uninverting. Okay, and based off history, just from what my analysis and me looking at it, and like, of course, I'm not an expert or anything like that. Please note that. So I am looking at usually when it uninverts, we usually rally a little bit and then we start to fall. So what you're going to, I think the narrative, what's going to happen is they're going to start saying that we're not going to get in a recession when it start to uninvert, right? They're gonna be like, that's going to be the narrative. But they always say that, or that's always a narrative, and then we get into one, right? So that's what I'm preparing for. And usually, again, once the indicators go uninverted, that's when we get those biggest drops. And historically, we never bottom before a recession, right? So that means we could possibly go lower than what we did last year. So I'm keeping that in mind and very cautious in our portfolio. So that's why I'm not going all in, or I'm still waiting on my prices. We still waiting on our prices, and we're going to wait. Okay, so we're gonna wait till this uninvert, and then we're going to maybe have different prices because we never know what's gonna happen, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Yeah, man, it's pretty simple, pretty quick video. I didn't have too much. And let's get it, man. I think it's going to be a nice little rally, but don't get too caught up in the rally. So just stay on your P's and Q's. And again, we did have a nice engulfing here, but we have a lot of gaps, and gaps get filled. A good thing I would like to see, and I might take this in the in our portfolio, in our 5% that we allocated for in our practice portfolio. If it goes down here and bounce off this 200 moving average, that would be a nice if it does this and then this. Okay. If it does this and start the rally for the rest of the year, you can get in here or you can get in above here on the practice. So that's pretty much my spiel. Okay. So yeah, please be sure to like and subscribe, man. I'm gonna be sure to get these videos out, especially on these updates on how our portfolio going. So as more time going, like we up 22% and we down 2.5%, and we green on 2 of 3 so far, and we just started. So if we on a 10-year horizon, this really don't matter. Like the performance don't matter. You don't have to really get the performance like that because you not gonna do nothing until 10 years, right? So we're just gonna see how long it takes for us to start seeing a difference in our account just by buying these stocks. Okay. So again, these limit price. If you want to know how to do limit price, how to do limit orders, where you said I said this one time and that's it. I haven't touched it. I haven't looked at it. Nothing. It automatically buys for me. So if you want a tutorial on how to do that, please go ahead, watch this video. In that video, I show you how to do that. So man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'm gonna keep putting out and trying to be consistent. And I appreciate all the love. If you need a group to help you, um, reach out to me for the Discord link. I'm gonna start only letting certain people, amount of people in at a time. So first come, first serve. And if you feel like you want to make that change on a journey, need somebody to help you and hold you accountable, go ahead and tap in with us and just put a comment or message me. Let's get it. And don't forget to apply that pressure.